In this episode, we look at starting to move nuclear fuel around via helicopter. I think it works much better that way, but stay tuned and have a look at how we do it. Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. We are seeing a bit of plane congestion over here beyond the borders, so that's my tourists going to go and get my tourists. This is going to Freedom of Chaos Terminal 1, and this one I'm assuming goes to Suspendi, which is this is one. Interesting, going into that general direction. Now, I do wonder whether we should look at some additional ones. Nah, I think it's okay. I don't want to go crazy with what we're doing over here. If we move back over here, and at some point these guys will have to build at a more rapid pace. I would love to see that happening. This is all working. The fact that we've built this extra bit here is quite useful. Now these rail sections are actually working. Cut short a lot of the journey times over here now, I think. Is this heating? Yeah, that's a small heating plant. Okay. Have we built more planes? Whoa! 2 of them, actually. Probably doing a few extras as well. We've got a fair bit, actually. Let's just move some of these planes around so we at least keep some space available for more builds and things. Yeah, move them over there. So keep moving yourself out there. Excellent. So extra planes are available. One of them we could actually move one of them. Where are you going? That's interesting. One of them we could move on over. We could put a route in and get some more tourists to go in, and that's actually not a bad idea. We'll come back and do that in just a bit. So, what are we doing? What are we doing today? What are we doing? There's a lot of farming going on over here. I want us to potentially get this to work at some point. I'll probably need to speed things up a little bit over here. I am really interested to actually do a little bit of this. So, I'm going to go ahead and pay for at least a fair bit of this stuff. Just because it's going to take the train guys ages to figure that out. Why? There we go. And over there, excellent. Over here. Ah, yes, this is why they've stopped us, because we've got the here we go. Now, so that section is now all built in terms of the rail. We'll continue to build the other bits and pieces. This is under construction at the moment. I would really like us to start using this, but I'll keep it going a little while longer. So we've built this guy. This guy should have everything it needs, apart from electronics. Do we have an electronics assembly hall over here? I believe... Oh, this is plastics, and we can't export plastics, so that's not happening. Electronics. Electronics over here should be up over here, yeah? Plastics, and these are electronics, right? And what are you out of? No, you're actually working along nicely. This one doesn't have workers, so I've only opened up this one. So we can certainly open this one up to get it to work a little bit more. The warehouse over here has got electronics popping up, but maybe not at a rapid enough pace. And so maybe what we do... well, at the very least, what we do is we up the production a little bit. So let's get this one up to full production, full tilt, so that we can see if that helps us out a little bit more and getting these things done a little quicker. In the past, we may have had reasons for not doing it, but now, well, that's a full load right over there. So hopefully that means we are generating a fair bit now. So let's see how that goes for just a little bit. I'm not doing the maths. I'm just trying to see how we go on some of these things. Do we have fabrics? Fabrics being produced over here. Fabrics available. Actually, this guy runs out of fabrics. Yeah. So this guy is producing at not quite the rate I would like. So this, we should up this one as well. Let's up that a little bit more, get our fabric production up, and then hopefully our clothing production will go up. But clothes is not the biggest problem for us at this point in time. Okay, that's looking good. That is looking good. We have had a bit of a drop in population in the last episode. We saw that number come down from probably about 147 now back to 142. So we did lose some lives, and I'm not too sure why. We'll continue to see what is actually popping up over here. Our latest one is this production has stopped yet again. So that's a power production issue. I think it's power. So if we resolve our power, maybe that should do us justice. Now, in order to get us ready for that, this is a large distribution office that's not actually doing anything. And what I thought we should do is rejig the way we come and deliver this over here. So let's use that distribution office and say, buddy, you're going to come and unload at the reactor, and you're going to come and pick up over here some nuclear fuels. Okay, so that's the plan. Okay, I don't mind if you run out. Okay, what we'll do is we're going to bring 2 or 3 or however many we need. I can find where is it? Ah, it's over here. It's over here. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Give me 3 of these guys. Move them over there. At the moment, that it's overkill. This distribution facility, it's overkill, but it's just over here, not doing much. So let's move these guys over and set up our power, our nuclear fuel distribution a little bit better. What I'll also do is I'll bring back all the related vehicles, right? So all of these guys. All of the open hulls. All of these open hulls. Let's just see which of them are going to which reactor. So the one's going to Ducheney. Yeah, that one we don't want. What is this? Anyway, so we've got 4 going to Ducheney, and is this Ducheney or is this... Let me just double check. No, okay, so those ones is what we're moving back over here. So bring in, you're coming over here, thank you. You are... Oh, you're actually exporting? My goodness, do not do that. Unless you've parked somewhere. I don't think you're moving. I think you're parked somewhere, but make your way over here. So we'll keep the other one running until we get the new nuclear fuel going. But 4 for this distance is obviously not doing the job. Now, with that in place, I was wondering, I don't necessarily think that can work. So what do we have over here? So we certainly have nuclear fuel available. This guy, yeah, it's not going to work. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. It doesn't quite work that way. I was hoping we can run it this way. And maybe I've learned this lesson in the past, but I've not working. So distribution offices cannot pick up vehicles. That is the thing. And these containers are actually classed as vehicles at this point in time. Why are we not producing at a more rapid pace? Is it because we don't have enough people over here? Okay. So maybe that was not quite the right thing. Let's get those vehicles over here, and then we'll rejig it. I think we've got a fair bit of nuclear fuel available over here. This guy's not going to stop producing unless we get train congestion over here. And I've seen a little bit of train congestion. As you see, I've made a bit of a change over here just to run a little bit smoother through here, allow for a little bit of extra capacity of trains in this area. At the moment, it's not a problem, but I've seen this be a problem. There's a fair bit of nuclear fuel over here, so we're not in trouble on this one. That one we can remain as is. Now the question is, can we You know what would be awesome? You know what would be awesome? If we could move that by helicopter. That would be so cool. Let's see if we can. get a helicopter cargo platform to work here. I do wonder if we can make something like that work. There we go. It will connect. It will connect. Seemingly it will connect. And it does make me wonder whether that could be a useful way. Let's pause it there. I want to try something. The intent is, of course, now we've got some issues here. So let's try and solve that by, come on, steep of an incline. Well, let's do that. And let's do that. So now we should be able to trim that out. Now, give me... No, not mods. I want to see, because to me, moving nuclear fuel via helicopter is the right thing to do, because it's a really valuable resource. So can we... If we do this, we should be able to sort it out, though. I am a little concerned that we won't be able to get the road around there. Now, can we use this? If I do that, can I go around and up here? And then around that way? Now, the problem with doing this, though... Let's do straight a little bit, and then we go down. So that's not ideal. There we go. So that'll work. Now, the problem with this... No. That's not what I had in mind. So if I now do this piece here, right? I can bring it in quite close. So if I do that, can we, in fact, get a road connection to work here? Anywhere here. Come on, guys. Anywhere. See, this is the problem. This guy... Did I... Yeah, it's really problematic, isn't it? So if I go and try and smooth the terrain a little bit, terrain smoothing, if I do that, will that support things a little bit better? Will that kind of work? It's just it remains way too steep. Okay, so the other thing is then gonna have to be the case. So let's trim that back. Let's trim it back all the way there. Maybe we don't need to do. And then what I'll do is I will level the terrain from here. Yeah, I think that's a little more appropriate. Can I just level it from there? Yeah, center it there. Yeah, I think that's going to work better. That's going to work way better. That's a much better outcome. Now, I think that should do the trick, right? Now, let's... There we go. That's a good outcome. Now, can we move the nuclear fuel this way? Let's get... that's not quite what I had in mind, but it's okay. That's fine. Now, let's go ahead and pay for that and get all of this going. You do you move there? You can't? Well, you can do it now. There we go. Okay, good. Now we've got a helicopter here. Now, what I'm going to try and do is use a helicopter to, in fact, move this guy around. And at this point in time, we've got a couple of these guys available here, right? We've got like 0.4 tons. So give me a helicopter. Luckily, I've got some big boy helicopters available. It would be... Oh, hang on. I can't actually unload it yet. So the one that I'm interested in unloading it at is this one, which is quite a distance away. Now, we should be able to squeeze in a little something here. Give me another airplane parking. That's not quite... Oh, man. I ended up building a... That's scrappy. That's really crappy because I want to demolish that and rebuild it. Okay, that's going to be a challenge. How many cars are here? Is that really the only one it's got? Honestly, I just want to bring in some more. It's got... It can also... Ooh. Export, import. It should work. It should in fact work. Is there really nothing we can do? Heavy rad protected import. So it's got nuclear fuel available. I can't see it though. Right? So we aren't having problems with nuclear fuel. I can't see it. Usually you can see it. Right? Usually there'd be like a stack of containers somewhere over here in this little area. Unless that's where the nuclear waste goes, and since we don't even have a full container of that, it's not being shown here. Maybe that's the case. We've got all the workers, it's just not, we're not just using the power anymore. Okay, so now can we switch this guy off? I believe we can. Stop cableway engine. Can we get that other guy to move? Can it leave? There it goes. It leaves. Now we've got none here. Now I want to stop the cableway engine. Cableway engine is shut off. Excellent. Can we... I want to move it a little bit more. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. And stop. This is actually not a bad idea. So with that stopped over there, and don't stop immediately, it's quite interesting. Now, what I want to do, I want to demolish this. So let's get rid of this guy. Let's get rid of this guy if we can. Now, demolish this one. Can't demolish buildings. Some vehicles or mechanisms have this building as their home workplace. Sell those vehicles or move them to a different workplace. Cabins. Oh, got cabins in the station? How come? I didn't pick that up. Can we? So can I move this over to the other side? I'm just going to sell them. Sell all the vehicles. Oh, wow. There we go. Now, demolish. Did I sell everything on the line? Just pop in here. We've got a few vehicles available over here. Okay. Now, with that in mind, I have to unpause it so we can sort this out a little bit more. Now, give me... Let's just remove some of this. Yeah, that's okay. I'm going to pull that back a little. We'll retie that in. Do those kind of things. Now, cable... Big cableway station. Is that the one that we're after? Ah, now, the thing is... I should be able to make it work. Okay, well, let's... Do I need to demolish this guy? I'll demolish that guy too. And get rid of this little section. There we go. So with that, if I move that away, now we should have room to build what we need to build over here. And hopefully that'll be not too far to kind of walk. So get that out of the way. Angle of the connection is too sharp. So it wants to do a little something like this, really. And that's okay. I don't mind that. That'll actually work. I just need to make sure that we can bring some road connection through there. So that's good. Did we in fact tie this together? Okay, well, auto ruble build this guy. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to run. Come on. Come on. Yes, find your way. Please be able to go through there. There we go. There we go. Up to about there. And let's pay for all of that. Let's upgrade this guy. Let's tie in our little pathways in here. And that should be okay. Now they should be able to continue doing their little walking path. Oh, yeah. They can get there quite easily. No problem. No problem. That's good. So I think that piece is fixed. Now let's get the helicopter drop-off thing going on over here. Now, can we do that? That'll work. And it's 3 of them. So let's do this. I'm going to go and tie that one in there. Nice. I'm going to pay for that. And I'm going to pay for all of this. Okay. Now, can we switch this guy back on? It is on. Okay, let's go over to the other side and see if we need to switch it on over here. Oh, it's working. It's working. How many cabins on the line, though? Number of cabins on the track is 4. I think I'm just going to go ahead and pay for a couple, buy a few. If we go and buy a few of these big guys, the heavy, that's what we're using, right? We're using these heavy cabins because they're moving a number of people. So let's do like 10 of them in total, 10 of them. I'm hoping that does the trick. And this guy is all started. Yeah, now it's going to start running. Okay, now we can actually drop a helicopter over here. So give me my biggest, chunkiest helicopter, which I believe is going to be this guy. Can it move? It can move 13 tons of vehicles. Okay, so now this is the plan. Let's see if we can do that. I want to move nuclear fuel with helicopters because it's expensive stuff and we can't afford to run out. So all the way over here. Okay, now. Oh yeah. Please load up on that. And then, oh man, I think this is going to work. I think this is going to work. Moving this with helicopters, nuclear fuel with helicopters is the right thing to do. I'm convinced. I'm convinced over here. And then drop it off over here. There we go. Unload. Right? Let's do it. Let's do it. Take me to the helicopter. And let's do it. Oh, crap. The one problem we have is that this guy doesn't have any fuel. Let's just see. I doubt very much we can put fuel in here. So, will we need to provide a refueling spot? And we can quite easily do that. Actually, I think we have. So, on the way back, it can pop in here. Got something here that can refuel. This can refuel. Excellent. So on the way back, right? All you do is you also stop over here. You don't load or unload anything. Right? There's nothing to be loaded, right? Yeah, we can't take passengers, right? So if we don't load anything, will it in fact stop and refuel? Can we ask it to refuel? Will it work if I do it this way? Let's have a look. That's fine. It's on the stopping. It's on board now, so it shouldn't have anything with it. It'll just stop here, get refueled, and then move along, and then move along. Okay. Let's take a ride on this guy. Let's take a ride. Okay. There we go. Let's drop this thing. Let's speed it up. Excellent. We're gonna take a flight. What I can do is I can pop over this way. So now we'll have a look. I'll zoom it out a little. So we'll see how we're flying. Flying across, yeah, this is where we're doing aluminum. Then flying across the port of chaos. Wow, that's a pretty nice little scenic flight, to be honest. Over the statue over there. Ooh, what's happening? Is it lagging? It's lagging. I think it was auto-saving, potentially. Let's zoom it out a little bit. I'm getting seasick. I hope you're not getting seasick. Now, it's doing something. Now, picking up nuclear fuel would be awesome, because this is such a direct line. Now, it'll probably run out of fuel at some point. It will at some point. Let's quickly have a look. What's going on with our fuel situation? Ooh, we're out of fuel already. We're out of fuel already. Now, is it going to pick it up? Oh, crap, it's out of fuel. Okay. Hang on. Can we... There's a spot over here. So let's just move it straight over here then. Can I just move it over there? I can't. Let's add an extra stop in there. Okay. And what I'll do is I'll just say go there instead of loading right now. Is it going? It's going. It didn't pick up anything, right? It's still empty. Now it's going to refuel. It's going to make it. It's just going to make it over here. I'm hoping it'll... Ooh, what is it doing when it gets here? It's going to unload stuff. I don't really mind as long as it refuels. There we go. It's refueling. It's refueling. Nice. Now it will actually work. I think. Beyond that, it will work. That's a nice big load of fuel. It really doesn't need to fill up a lot like this. That's good. That is good. Now, going back over there. So let's remove that stop. We don't need that stop anymore. Now come back over here. Just want to see it actually loading. It'll get here in just a second. Okay, now it should be loading stuff. Please work. Oh yeah, it's got nuclear fuel on board. Just the one container, 0.2. Okay, now we're going to continue our flight with this guy. Oh, look at that. Just FYI, guys, I'm just going to drop it out for a quick screenshot. That is I like that as a screenshot, to be honest. Gotta love it. Okay. Let's continue to fly this guy over. Now, this should work. Let's zoom that out a little. Across the airport over here. Lots of planes hanging out. Lots of planes. And that should really provide sufficient nuclear fuel. This is a much quicker way of doing it. That's why we've got the helicopters. We should make use of them a little bit more. It's still a pretty long journey to take. Oh. Now, can I just get back to this guy? Yeah, here we go. Let's slow it down a little. Unloading? Yes, there we go. Did it arrive over here? Okay, so let's have a look here. Nice. So that's working. Now it's going to pick up, go back and do its thing there. And we could actually, you know what we could do? We could just, because that wouldn't, hang on. I want the helicopter instead. Now that took a bit of fuel, but we should be able to do a decent round trip with the one pickup point over there. Now what I need to, I'm gonna go with it again Because I just want to see if the nothing option here does in fact get it to stop and pick up some stuff. Now we've stopped. That was again. This is heating, right? Let's just go over here. That's heating. Okay, that's fine. That's less of an issue for me right this minute. Let's just figure out if this is working. Crap, stop doing that. I just want to see if the... Come on. Yeah, that's what the lag was the other time. Must have been that. But some ambulances not arriving, so we'll have to have a look at that at some point. But if we can continue to move the nuclear fuel at a reasonable rate, that should be good. Okay, now it's going to pop in here. It's not even halfway through, so that should now fill up. No? No. That did not fill up. So what I'll do is I'll just say unload whatever, right? Unload. And if that, I think that should then help that it actually fills up. But we're not going to run out just yet. But the next time around, it definitely needs to sort itself out. Definitely needs to sort itself out. Now, what we're going to do is we're definitely going to say wait until unloaded. So that when it fills, it should be okay. Picking that up. Whoa, 2! Picked up 2 of them. Nice. I don't think it can move more than that, can it? Physically, it doesn't have enough space, but that's not very, that's not a very heavy, but it doesn't physically have enough space to do that. This is a super important job now. This is the nuclear fuel movement. And it'll drop off and stay around there. Okay, so that's good. It's a really expensive stuff. Now, what I can do is I can make sure... Well, I want to just keep an eye on this and see if it does, in fact, now fill up. And whether it's got something to do with the amount of fuel it has available. It travels at quite a speed, 300 kilometers or so, 305 kilometers an hour. It's quite a speed that it's traveling at. Here we go, and arriving. That makes so much sense to me. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Hang on. So beyond that, it's got some storage space. That is brilliant. I like that. I like that. Okay, well, I still want to make sure that it actually does... No, the helicopter. Where's the helicopter? Oh, there it goes. Go with the helicopter. I just want to make sure that it actually does refuel now. Stop doing that. I keep playing with the buttons and then losing it. It's a bit of a fly around in a helicopter kind of episode, isn't it? We'll see. We should be making good progress with the other nuclear fuel fabrication facility. And I would like to see what's going on. Okay, now it really should be filling up. It's under half. Got the unload one ticked. Filling up. It doesn't fill up. Okay, well, if that's the case, I'm going to absolutely put the next one on. So it goes in over here. Unless it only fills up when it's really close to empty. Let's just do that. So, and what we'll do is we'll make sure to send it that way. I'm hoping this will work, so let's wait for it over here. It really does bother me that we can't just get it to fill up. Maybe it only fills up when it's under a certain threshold. In which case it will probably fill up. Yeah? No? Maybe? Here's my helicopter. Here it comes. Come on, jump in. Filling up. Now it did not fill up. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to just remove it again. So it seems like it needs to have a sufficient... it needs to not have that much... it needs to be empty, basically. Or close to empty for it to just randomly start filling up. Now, what's going on over here? Yeah, so this is slow progress. It is moving, but it's slow progress. This is the problem with this. This is really not, and I'm assuming this is not being built. Oh, it is. Donan is in fact constructing this, but are these still under? Yeah, it might still be doing some stuff over there. Move out of there. And, oh, it's done. It is done. Now, what we don't have here is, of course, now I didn't allow for my, because it needs to connect over here somewhere. This won't be able to work. Okay, fair enough. We've got the one set up. We're not going to move nuclear fuel with this. What we need to do is set up... Now the question is, should we have something drop it off over here, and then we put allow for that movement to take place? Let's have a look. So if we go to storage, I want to see if we can set this thing up. If we go to storage, now I'm after something that can have vehicles stored. None of these can. We should have a vehicle storage here somewhere. Maybe I've never actually done a modded one. Not the end of the world. I can build one of the vanilla ones. To be honest, it's not a bad idea. So we should have a vehicle storage of some sort. Again, none of them are over here. Some things in this game is just a little weird. So that's a space for vehicles. Now, if I do that, it can, in fact... So at the moment, yeah, let's not preempt ourselves too much over here with the coal stuff. So let's do this. At least we bring it in. we just can't do it. We could have done it over here maybe, but then that makes that we can't in the future get a truck unloading facility over there. Yeah, it's just not going to work, all of that. But if we move it over here, but I don't think we need any more space. So if we do something like that, we place that one over there, and then we grab, so we place the container holding area over here, and then we get ourselves the little guy. And we can't helicopter construction office. So really, getting helicopters refueled is going to be a challenge if we want to use it this way. But anyway, I think that's going to be the general plan. We'll just get it to go over there, so we've got a little bit more room or some other stuff if we wanted to put some other stuff in here. So let's do that. We'll go ahead and tie this together over here. And I might run a little something across here. If we go and do that, and pay for all of this, and pay for all of that, and pay for all of that, that's fine. Now, I want a little distribution. No, distribution's not going to work. We're just going to have a truck that runs back and forth with this guy. That runs back and forth. That's the only thing that's going to work. Distribution. But we will need a distribution office to bring in the chemicals. And what else do you need? The UF-40. Let's bring in the UF-40 first, but we will... actually, we could. There's a guy over here that's bringing chemicals over, right? Yeah. So what I'm doing, I'm going to say, buddy, add this to the mix and drop off some chemicals over there too for me. There we go. Do your due diligence. Now we're going to bring in chemicals over here. This is a pretty full... It's not so full, actually. We don't have any workers over here. Where are my workers? We've got everything we need. Right? Gravel? We've got everything we need. The only thing we are missing is workers. So we might have to do a little work with that. But here we go. Now, what I can do is I can set up a new truck to just come and bring stuff back and forth over here. Just grab me one of these guys. You are gonna come in over here. You're gonna load these guys, and then you're gonna make your way over there, and you're gonna unload those guys. Back and forth all the time. No. Do go nuts. Go and do your thing, and then we can, in fact, use the helicopter to move it around. So let's get that going on. What we don't have is any workers over here, but now we should have everything. Oh, no. The UF6 is still required. So let's get a train to bring in some UF6. I think we have some trains ready to go. Okay, let's pause it just for a second while I quickly move these over. There's so much that you constantly want to be doing in this game. Move that guy over. Move this guy over. And move this guy over. And then I'm going to pick up one of these guys. Well, I'll just keep that guy linked. And say, buddy, come and pick up these guys and drop them off where exactly? Where do I want them? Probably in here then. So make a move over there, please. And make a start. Do your thing. Excellent. Okay, now, got tons of trains available. We do have... there we go. So let's just get one of these guys to come, one of the locomotives to come in over there so we can set up the train. What we'll also need is to switch over to some of these guys, some of these open wagons. So let's get some more open wagons going. And then we'll switch back over that way. You, please make your way over there. Nice. Okay, so now that should work. We should have, these are available, those are available. Wow, lots of oil if we want to move oil. Okay, now, get rid of all of this. Pop in here and say... Now, we don't necessarily need to move a lot of nuclear fuel. So I'm almost tempted to run just the one carriage so that we're not moving lots and lots of nuclear fuel at any given time. I think that's the right call. So let's grab this guy and say, you go in over here, right? Stop there, load vehicles, and then come back all the way over here, bring the UF6 to this station over there, wait until unloaded, because we don't necessarily need it to run back and forth full, and that'll be the only one. So let's make a start on that. And what I want to do is I want to keep an eye on this, because this is pretty experimental yet again. In the sense that we're trying to load through another loading facility. I think it will work because that's the only form of vehicles that will be available at that spot. And we're moving at a pretty rapid pace, right? 150 kilometers an hour through here. Nice. The nuclear fuel, the UF6 train. So I'm not sure how radioactive UF6 is, or whether we want to run it through there, but I'm not going to be bothered by that for now. It's all about the good of the nation. Okay, now let's see. Can we actually load up UF6? Nah, no UF6 loaded. Okay, hang on. So from here, yeah, unfortunately, that trick did not work. Okay, so with that in mind, I'm going to pause the game and we're going to need to find a different way of doing it. Oh, man. That was the one we wanted to do. Unless we get another truck to just bring it over this way. I think that's probably going to be the best the best thing. We'll grab one of these trucks that just bring the UF6 over here. Now, what we'll need to do is we'll need another one of these guys. What is that, by the way? Vehicle container piece. But they should be able to have a rail connection, right? Let's just find the one. Not there, under engineering. But this guy, space for vehicles. Is that the same one? Or is that a smaller? I think that's a smaller one, to be honest. I think that is a smaller one. So, what I'm tempted to do, how come we can't actually get this to work? And, to be honest, that power connection there is probably what we need. Can we? Ah, there we go. That'll work. Move it a little closer. Move it a little closer. So up to about there. Let's get that in place. Now let's get our rail connection in. Now, can we do a better job at this? Can we probably get it off over here? Run it across. Yeah, that's much better. And then link it over that way. Let's go ahead and pay for that. Okay, this guy, let's just link this guy so I can get it to come back in once we're ready for it. Just keep this one ready to go over there while we quickly fix a few things. What's happening with this guy? So this one needs to understand that it's empty where you're going. Right? But that means we could still do a couple of these guys, right? That should still work. That should still work. Okay, now, this is being built. Now it is being built. Now, let's get that built. Got the train ready to come back. Okay, now that should work. Now, give me this guy. Ooh, why can't I give you some orders? Crap. Fine. But it's so far away. Okay, give me something closer. Give me a little vehicle depot over here. Just a little one. Bus platform. Road vehicle depot. Just give me a little vehicle depot somewhere. There we go. It's crazy that I can't just give you orders. Okay, so now with that built, move you over there. Then I'll give you the orders. So many little things that needs to be fixed all the time. Park, yes. Now, come over here, pick up, and then drive over that way and unload. And oops, there's no road here. Here we go. Now there's a road. Okay. So close that off. Get this guy. So you picking up vehicles, please, and you're going to go and unload vehicles, and you're going to wait until you're unloaded because we don't necessarily need you to run if it doesn't actually work. So do that. You should be able to come in, get some UF6, and then move it on over that way. Now, this locomotive, instead of picking up over there, you're going to pick up over there and do the same thing. You're going to load up on these guys, and that's going to be it. Right, now let's go back to Ironsky there and just delete that stop. So now it's just the space for vehicles. The Ironsky industrial space for vehicles is going to be where you're going to do it. And do we get you to come back already? I think we can. Let's lick this guy and we'll ask you to come back. It'll take you a little while to get back and we'll move. We'll see how much we can move. But anyway, there's 6 tons of UF6 ready to go. Now, I'm just thinking, we don't use it a lot of UF6. This is powered, right? It's not powered? I thought it's powered. Well, we need it to be powered. Let's get it powered. Where's our closest power connection? This guy. We'll get some new power connections over here. Let's just get a new power connection. My goodness, there's just so many little things that I always have to do. Power substation. Right here. We could also at some point do the helicopter thing. I'm just going to do it right in that spot. Right there. That's the one. Now, let's give it a little tie-in like that. And let's get it built. And then what I want to do is just make sure that we get it powered as well. Let's do the underground variety. So if we go underground, should be able to too sharp a turn. Honestly, no idea why that was happening. But now we should have this powered, so it should unload really quickly now. This is powered. Okay, auto saving. Move it on over. Look, this is not efficient. It's not efficient at all. I just want to see if we can get the new one back up and running. And there we go. Oh, much quicker, much quicker. So how much do we have now? 6 tons. So we're moving 3 tons at a time. Are we filling this guy back up again? I'm assuming we are. Here comes the train. How much can it take, though? Can it take all 6 tons? Should be able to. There we go. All 6 tons. I'm not sure how much more it can take, but no. That's it. 4.5 tons of UF6. I might have to add at least an extra one. Let's grab that journey. I'll zoom it out a little and we'll keep an eye on where this goes. So 4.5 tons. I can't remember what how much it actually needs. So if we're going nuclear fuel fabrication, it only does 0.4 tons per day. But will it'll take 10 days to get there, right? Probably will. We're going to need an extra one. That was a little silly of me to just do the one. I should have had a look at that. How are we going? Oh, yeah. I know where we're at. Okay, yeah, that's the quickest route that way. Cross the bridge over here at Biatis or Biats, or I don't know what it's called. But that's a pretty good bridge section through there. And it's going pretty quickly at 150 kilometers an hour. That's going pretty quickly. We're catching up to the bus. Going to our new compound. Man, I love the walls. The walls gives it so much of a feature, really. Get in there. This industrial complex, I like it. I do like it. Okay, now let's pause this or take it slow. It didn't look too funny, to be honest. Now, here we're stopping, unloading. Now it's got some UF6 available. So that's a full load. That is a full load. All right? We don't have room to deal with more of that. So that's it. That is it. Now all we need to do is make sure we get our nuclear fuel sorted. Okay. Our workers. Okay, so that's done. Maybe I don't need another one. Maybe that's going to be just fine. So let's get a couple of buses. Probably more than a couple. Let's get at least 3 then. Since we've got 3 hanging out over here. And I have to see what we're actually building with the guys. Now, where do we have people? People over here? Students hanging out, but no real workers. All right? Where are my workers? Guys, why do I have 1 million students and no workers? That is not quite right. All of these people should have jobs then. Why do you not have a job? Okay, hang on. What I'm going to do, I think there's only a limited storage space over here. So let's do that. Let's just stop this for now. So I don't want any of these guys to be hanging out over here anymore. I think they're filling it up. Yeah, I think that's what's going on. They are, in fact, filling up. The students are filling up the stop. Now things are looking a little bit more pleasant. Yeah, there we go. Now it's happening. Now, make your way over here. Pick up and then take them over there. Get in, get out, and do the trick. So go ahead, start that one. We'll set up a line for it, though. Passengers, and where are you going? Just see, so that is coming from Ultima Grad Central Bus Station to the nuclear fuel facility. So there's this one. There we go. That's a pretty direct connection. So let's just rename that to the Ultima Nuclear Workers. Oh, come on. Nuclear Workers. And save. And save. And close. And assign these guys to that. Ultima Nuclear Workers. And start. And assign this one. Ultima Nuclear Workers. And start. Here we go. Here we go. What I'll do is I'll try and get them to maintain their spacing. Line spacing enabled, please. I don't have to save it. That's fine. Need to compute line length. That's fine. Compute the line length. No problems. Okay. So now we should be able to get this created. We've got this vehicle running back and forth and should be able to refill over here. So no problem. So that should then work. And my goodness, guys, that has been pretty much an hour already. What's happening over here? Some of them are filled up, others not. But we can certainly see about adding some extra buildings. What's our population looking like? Back at the 45,000 mark. I think I'll add a few more buildings right over here. So let's get ourselves a modded residential building or two. Because there's a bus station over here that can pick up some people. What I thought I'd do is let's just get some of the big ones, some of these guys. Yeah, that's what I want to do. We'll see about getting that built up. So let's run a little. Actually, what we'll do. Okay, and then what we'll do is we'll just tie these in, and we'll get the guys to start working on some construction components there. So if we do that, also pretty keen on, yeah, maybe that's going to be just about as appropriate over there. And what we'll do is we'll tie in that guy right over there. We'll get all of this built, and so hopefully this means that's a hospital, right? So that's okay. I don't mind getting that all hooked up, and then something like that. Yes, there we go. So let's get all of that tied in. So now these connections through here actually get you to the sporting complex, which is what I had in mind. Hopefully that'll start getting built now, so we'll get a few more people able to live over here. What's going on with these guys? How many tourists? Very few now. Oh, not very few, but not a lot. Okay, now bring me one of those planes that we're building. Just want to grab a plane and then we'll get some more tourists to fly on in from the west out of fuel. Now this is interesting. I'll have to fix this in between episodes. I'll have to find out how we're going to fix that. Okay, give me a plane. There we go. You can make your way over here. Just want to set up some Soviet tourists to come on in as well. Soviet country tourists. You can come on in here over here. Load, unload, and then you go to Soviet countries, load, unload. So you're all about the tourists, right? Interesting that you're... Ah, there we go. Now we're sorting that out. Just needed that guy to kind of register as a passenger plane. There we go. So now that should quite work. That will I think that'll be fine. Okay, good. Let's pop in here and see if we've managed to get some workers. Oh, a full load of workers, and so we are starting to create nuclear fuel over here. Pretty reasonable rate, I'm assuming. Yeah. Fully loaded. Yeah, you've got all the UF6 you need. Ah, plus I believe you've got some extra UF6 over there. That's interesting. And to be honest, I only really need you to have about the 4 tons available. The rest can stay on the train over here as we use it. That's kind of what I had in mind. But anyway, we'll see. Oh, actually, this guy's moving them over here. That's fine. That setup is absolutely fine. So it's moving things. So there's our nuclear fuel starting to arrive, and we can come and load it by helicopter over here. Now, how on earth am I gonna... We can provide fuel directly over there. Okay, well, let's quickly set that up. It's an hour already, but I just want to make sure we fix this. If we provide fuel at this facility, that should be fine. We should be able to get fuel picked up, dropped off over here. What is that saying? Resources available from single reactor nuclear power plant. It's not actually showing. Okay, so we've definitely dropping fuel off over here, right? So if this facility can also drop off fuel over there, we should be all good. Okay, I think that's the way we're gonna solve it. We're just gonna drop off fuel directly at this facility, and then that should be all solved. If we have it on the one side, we don't need it on both sides. So I'm comfortable. I am comfortable, and all the guys will be dropping off over here, so that's okay. I'm comfortable that we have it on the one side of things. Okay, guys, I think that's going to be it for this episode. So nothing too spectacular in terms of any new bits and pieces, but I believe we are getting slightly better and more consistent fueling now. I mean, power. So this one is no problems. Just want to go quickly over to the other nuclear reactor. If I can find it, should be, yeah, over here somewhere. This guy's got no problems. There's trains coming in here. There's buses coming in here. We really shouldn't have issues with workers over here. And we even have parking for the guys to come in and park and work here. So really, I don't quite get why we run out of power anymore. There is nuclear fuel available at both the sites now. No shortage of nuclear fuel available now. That is awesome. That is awesome. Okay. That's it. I think that's going to be it. One more check. Can we export nuclear fuel to the border by helicopter? I don't think so. I think the answer there is no. Let's just see. No, there's no tie-in over there. Not even a little piece here. So that's not going to work. So if we want to do that, we'll have to do that by truck or by train. Probably by truck, to be honest. You can come and pick up here if it's... again, we can't set up anything too spectacular. So that's okay. I think that's going to do it. That's going to do it for this episode, guys. If you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.